Warning: the following video contains amateur chess content. Viewer discretion is advised.
All right, what's going on, YouTube? We're back again today with another episode of the Road to 1,000 ELO. We are currently sitting at 906. This is episode 6, I believe. Let's go for D4 here. Not sure what we're going to play. We got a lot of options here. Catalan, London. What are we thinking? Going to play G3 and fianchetto here. This pawn, this pawn's protected by the queen, so we're good. Yeah, I played a couple games last night that I wasn't recording. So we ended off on episode 5 at 888 ELO, so I think I won 2 games. If anyone's curious where the rating difference came from between videos, that's where it came from. Okay, so now I think we're either just going to play C4, or we're going to play... What else can we play? Could just castle, obviously. I do love a quick C4. Even a quick A4 to go along with it. Okay, opponent develops the bishop. I don't really like that move. I think I'm just going to take this time to castle. And I think C4 is next. This opponent's actually thinking. I feel like normally in the opening, people are just playing really, really quick. This guy's actually taking his time. Okay, so opponent's trying to win material here because the only pawn that can, or the only piece that can take this pawn if he captures with the knight is the queen. And we're obviously not going to want to give up our queen in that scenario. So I think we're kind of forced to... what can we do? What can we do? We can play this. That doesn't really do anything. Is there any way to prevent this here? I guess we can play this, and then when he hops in, he can just take the pawn, I guess. I mean, we could play... We might just have to play knight e1, as ugly as that looks, and then kick this guy out. Guess we can also play bishop here to kick the knight out too. Definitely need to get it out of here so we can move this knight somewhere useful. I guess I could go knight here, right? Is that the best move though? Knight here. Takes. I guess it doubles my pawns. I don't really want that to happen. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the doubling of the pawns. I could just develop a bishop, or I could push a pawn. I do kind of like how my queen defends this for now, but I think I will just play this. I got a crispy Coke right here. There's nothing better than Coke out of a can. Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, by the way. Don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. Okay, so I think the opponent is running out of threats here. Seems like this knight move really put the brakes on his attack. Next, I'm kind of thinking, yeah, I think I'm just going to ignore that. Or maybe I'm going to take. Because what I'm seeing right now is the bishop. If I take this pawn, the bishop just kind of plants right there, and it's kind of dominant. So if I take, we could take here, but yeah, I'm really not sure. I think we're just gonna, let's just do this. I want the knight out of there. Whoa, that's an interesting move. So I can't take his knight because my rook. But all I have to do here, is get this rook somewhere safe or move this knight. But going here kind of sucks because then the pin isn't really there anymore. So maybe I just go here. Yeah, I just go here and then I get the knight out this way. And I'm not worried about this because then I can just... Or am I worried? So if he takes here, like, yeah, I can take back. And if I go here, this problem still remains, so I can't take the bishop when it arrives. It's a little bit annoying. But we can kind of just slide right back, can't we? I think we can just slide right back. Or we even could play this. We could even go queen d2. Or no, we can't do that. The next move, this knight needs to get out of here. Okay, opponent retreats, attacking the bishop. I think we can win tempo here though by kicking out the queen. Right? I think we can win tempo there. Or we can just come back. I think I will just come back. This is a bit too committal of a pawn move. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with the pawns yet. The queen is just offsides. Plain and simple, it's just offsides. I could take this knight and damage the pawns. What does that threaten? What does that do? I mean, he's just begging me to play this because knight protects. He's just begging for it, really. Maybe he'll think that this is undefended. Just completely blunder. What are the chances he thinks that? Very, very strange position we have going on here. It's just way too many queen moves, I feel like. Way too many queen moves. So now I'm just thinking, oh, I can't play that, can I? I might just have to snap this knight. Or this. I don't know. Kind of just want this bishop gone. Oh, but I guess this is a problem once I move the bishop, isn't it? Because he can just take with the bishop. Once I take here, he can just take this with the bishop. And then he'll threaten my queen. But I guess I am protected, so I could just trade. Maybe we'll just go for a queen trade here. Okay, no, just right off the bat, this is looking intelligent to me. Just looks right. My poor knight over here, it just hasn't been able to move all game. We might be winning though, because I mean the material's equal, but our king is very safe. He still hasn't castled his king, so it's in the middle. Which is not good normally. We just kind of are behind in development here. Okay. So it looks like he's gonna start going for some kind of queen over here type move. We just need to get a knight out. This looks really ugly. I'm not a fan, but everything seems to be holding together decently well right now. Everything's protected. Need to do something with this pawn. I'm kind of thinking just pawn here. Yeah, how did I know he was going to do that? Yeah, so now what are we thinking? I could just play this and kick the knight. Could play this, although I don't want to block my bishop in necessarily. Could force a queen trade. I think I will just force a queen trade. Right? I mean, I'm not seeing anything necessarily better right now. I mean, I can play this. But then will the knight just come here? Will it go there? It's got a lot of squares it can go to. Let's just trade the queens. I mean, my queen has literally done nothing all game. Gonna snap our knight off, it looks like. But we have a very solid pawn structure here. All these pawns are very connected. Yeah, and now I don't even think I want to take to let the knight hop in. So maybe we just bully it to the outside of the board, and then we can take this pawn. So knight's going to have to move, and then we can snap this pawn. Although I guess that kind of helps his rook a little bit, so maybe we'll have to play this first. Or just this. Support the pawn in some way. Okay, opponent just takes straight away. I mean, I guess they are threatening some stuff. Okay, but if I take, and I'm assuming they're going to take this way and not with check, because that would just be a free knight at that point, and it opens the rook. So I think I'm just going to take. Right? Or is that dumb? Maybe that's dumb. I feel like I should have taken this, though. Okay, opponent's threatening this pawn. I think this is what we're going to do. We're going to play knight here. And then when the opponent takes, we're going to take, and then our bishop sees their, or our rook sees their bishop. That's one way we could go about this. Could also just play this now. But yeah, I think we're just going to go here. He doesn't have a check. Yeah, now I just have 3 connected pawns over here, which is not good for him at all. Okay. I think we might just ignore this completely. Like, it's a free pawn and a check, but we have this. But is that dumb? Maybe that's stupid. I could just play this. That defends both pawns. And then he has 2 pawns hanging at the moment, so he can't defend both. He wants to trade rooks with us? That's interesting. Yeah, so we're just going to double up. Right? I think we're just going to double. Now we still defend both of these, and this pawn hangs. Yeah, so we can push to defend that pawn, I'm kind of thinking. That looks pretty nice. Taking doesn't feel all that great because then his rook gets in. I could also push. Oh, I'm pinned. I can't. I think I'm going to elect to do this. I think I'm going to unpin myself. And I'm going to... Oh, that was stupid, huh? Okay, well... Now his pawn isn't going anywhere. Yeah, and these pawns over here, I'm just going to start pushing them. I mean, they're absolute monsters. One of these is going to become a queen. Yeah, so... What do I want to do here? I could push this pawn. Take... I think we're just going to keep chugging along. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Could glue it in. Could just bring it back. I think I'm going to bring it back. And now I think we're going to go rook here and push this pawn, right? Rook here. Takes. Hold on. Pawn here. Takes. No, that doesn't work, does it? I think we'll go for this. We'll take this way. Yeah. So back to business. I don't think that was a good move. Now he's letting me get in with my rook over here. Yeah, I don't think that was good for him. His pawns are doing a good job of not allowing my king to walk over to where his bishop is. That is definitely a little bit annoying. So now I think we're just going to trade rooks, right? Or I could come gobble. I think I'm going to come gobble because then I have... If I can have pawns on both sides of the board causing problems for my opponent, then that's going to be pretty good for me. We can almost just sack. I don't know if sacking is best. I think we just drop the king back, honestly. Our intentions are to gobble this pawn and then start pushing. We're getting really low on time here. We need to be careful. Yeah, now we just bring the rook back to the 7th rank here. And I think I'm going to try to get a rook trade out of him. Somehow. Maybe rook here. Yeah, let's just get these rooks out of here. Does not want that. Okay, well now we're just gonna... Damn. That is a bit problematic. Can I play this? Nice. What a clutch pawn move. Okay, it's time. It's time to play it. It is time to unclog the pawns. Ooh. Swallowed on the wrong pipe there. Okay. Opponent takes. We're going to take back. Give him a little check. Tickle the king a little bit. Okay, that's got to be good for us. Now we're just going to try to ruin this little cluster he's got going here. He can take that pawn, yeah, but I think we're going to win all of his pawns here. Yeah, and as long as we keep this one on a light square for the time being, I think we're going to be able to win this game. Just need to be very careful here. Okay, could just play this. I think I will. Just got to outmaneuver here. Keep everything on a light square. No funny business. Check the king, push the pawn, check the king, push the pawn. We need to get... Here, our king needs to get a bit more active here. It's just tough. Can't give that check, which is very annoying. Just need to push this pawn somehow. This is a very, very difficult endgame. I mean, it's a completely winning position for me, but kind of hard to actually win. Dude just hung his rook. That makes it easier. So now we push, push, push. Rook here. Yeah, and now I think homie's cooked a little bit. He's probably going to sack his bishop for the pawn. I mean, he's going to have to. He does. Okay, so now we got to checkmate with king and rook, which is not easy. I got to get him to the edge of the board, which is going to be the difficult part. Okay, I'm kind of forgetting how to do this. Not going to lie. I need him on the edge, like in the corner. So annoying. We're going to draw this game. So annoying. I'm literally about to look it up on YouTube. It's unbelievable how annoying this is. Okay, I'm watching a YouTube video. Like, I know I need to get him in the corner, and then I bring my king over. I need to get the rook, like, right here, it looks like. This is just going to be impossible. Come on. This is how it's going to have to be done, I think, right? Yeah, we're boxing them in. We're cutting them off. We're cutting them off. Yep. Getting closer. We're encroaching on the fella. This is so annoying. This is literally crazy. Like, this can't be real. Gosh. Like, I just can't. I can't do it, man. I literally lost a point there for drawing. That's so annoying. Such a good game. Such a good game. All right, let's game review. Okay, so opponent. Oh, we're white. So we played d4. Responded with d5. We played g3, preparing our Catalan setup. Brought the bishop out. Knight f3, and then we castled. Okay, opponent hopped the knight in. We brought our knight back because we're trying to cover this little maneuver here. So we stopped his plan. And then we developed the bishop. Not the best move. Should have brought it out here. Then we kicked the knight. This was a blunder. I wonder why. Ah, okay. Yeah, his queen move felt a little premature there. So that was a miss. That pawn move I was talking about, that was a really good move on his part. We recaptured the pawn. Then we started just kicking the queen out, bullying it around a little bit. Snapped off the knight. This was an inaccuracy. Okay, gained tempo on the queen there. Then we went for the queen trade. He accepted. Then we kind of traded everything off. Oh, yeah. I knew it. I knew right here that the best move was taking. Because if he takes with check, like, no big deal. We just recapture the pawn. And if he takes our knight, we can just completely ignore it and just win another pawn. So that's really interesting. Shouldn't have went for the knight trade. But we have these very nice connected pawns on the outside of the board. We should have taken that free pawn and moved sooner before we doubled up. but then we took the pawn. Didn't like that king move. Yeah, that was pretty smooth-brained, honestly. Started pushing our p's. This was an inaccuracy. This was the best move. Oh, yeah, I didn't even see that check. Should have given a check. Recaptured the pawn, brought the bishop back. Seventh heaven. I don't know why. This was probably a waste of our time and energy, but I just wanted to grab it. Still dominating the 7th rank. We offered a rook trade. He declined. Pushing this pawn was a godsend. We shouldn't have taken with the pawn there. What was I supposed to do? Oh, duh. Duh, why did I do that? That was really dumb. The bishop literally guards that square too. Holy smokes, that was stupid. Gave a check. What should we have done? Should have just pushed. Yeah, that makes sense. We kind of lollygagged around with that pawn there. We had this nice little fortress here with our king, bishop, and pawn, keeping everything off of dark squares. Just got our king up the board. He blundered his rook, so we took that. And then here we just... Yeah, here he just sacked for the pawn, and we were unable to get a checkmate with the king and rook, which is very sad. He wouldn't let us do it. Yeah, we just could not find the checkmate here. I mean, we had a lot of good moves. Mate in 10, mate in 9. Were we ever close? I mean, I know the idea of it, but I just couldn't get it. Yeah, well, man, he cornered himself here. And I gave it up. If I would have went rook here, then he's completely cut off and we would have had mate. Oh, it sucks. Kind of let him out a little bit. Yeah, that's depressing. All right, well, nonetheless, if you guys enjoyed that video, thanks for tuning in. That was episode 6 of the Road to 1,000 ELO. Follow me on twitch.tv/curbchess if you ever want to watch some live gameplay. But yeah, we'll be back with episode 7 hopefully tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.